You know that scared or nervous feeling you get when you have to do something you're not sure you can do? Or go somewhere you've never been before? That feeling is called anxiety. And it can feel a bit different for each person, but it usually doesn't feel very nice. Maybe your palms get sweaty, or your body tenses up, or maybe you get a tummy ache. Maybe you've heard of anxiety, or maybe you haven't, but you've definitely felt it before. Because
Okay, Andy, so we're listening to a story about anxiety. So have you ever felt anxiety or have you ever felt anxious when you have to do something and you feel like your stomach is hurting or you get very nervous or shaky? It's okay to have anxiety. A lot of people have anxiety. Even I have anxiety sometimes when I have to talk in front of people. I tend to get very nervous or I'll get a little shaky or if I'm trying something new or if I'm doing something new that's challenging, sometimes I will get anxiety because I kind of second guess myself and I'll get just very nervous or shaky or I start to feel sick. And that is okay because not everyone, but a lot of people deal with anxiety and there's so many different ways to deal with it and make ourselves feel better.
everyone feels it sometimes. It's normal. You want to know something really weird about anxiety? It's actually trying to help you. It's true. All those uncomfortable feelings, those happen because your brain thinks you're in danger and it wants to protect you. When our muscles tense up and we sweat, it gets us ready to do a lot of exercise, which is helpful if you need to jump out of the way of a runaway train or wrestle a wolverine. Sometimes our minds go blank and we feel like we can't move or talk. That would be great if we needed to hide. Instead, we just feel stuck. When your brain does this, it's called fight, flight, or freeze. The problem is, sometimes your brain gets confused and it can't tell the difference between a charging moose and, say, going to a new school. Both things can be scary and cause anxiety. But there aren't any dangerous wild animals at a new school. Hopefully. Understanding where anxiety comes from is the first step in learning to deal with it. So the next time you're in one of those tough situations and you start to feel those feelings, like butterflies in your stomach or sweaty palms, or it gets hard to talk or move, remember, there's nothing wrong with your body. You're just having normal feelings of anxiety, and they're actually trying to help, even if they're not very good.
Okay, Andy, so even though sometimes anxiety doesn't always feel so great, they actually help us because they push us to sometimes do things that make us uncomfortable. So sometimes, like they said, going to a new school makes us nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous about because you're going to be safe and you're going to have a great time and make friends. So sometimes anxiety is just feelings. They're normal, but sometimes we just feel it because our brain is making us think that we're feeling these things that we don't need to.
At it sometimes.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did.